All right, last time. It's probably going to be the same. But you never know. Nope. I knew that was a problem. All right. 180. Yes! Oh, I am so pumped. All right. We have a 50 horsepower, a 2008 50 horsepower Honda that I bought knowing that it was getting water in the oil. And I thought, oh, it'll probably just be a head gasket. Now, if you know anything about outboards, or at least in my experience, head gaskets on outboards don't generally blow, especially when they're not composite based. That's my experience. But this particular outboard, I took the head off of it, and much to our chagrin, it wasn't a problem with the head gasket. It was a problem with the head itself. This guy's having a real bad day. So we fired up the eBay machine and found ourselves a new one. Now this one is already been taken to the machine shop. So building a boat is cool and all, but you can't really enjoy the full properties of the boat without a motor. So we need to fix that. So right here is our brand new cylinder head, hence the blue tape. I've already done the intake valves. They did have a valve job, but when I got it home and took everything apart, when I put them back in, I don't remember which order they were in, and they didn't want to seal properly again. So we're lapping valves. The valve job that was done wasn't done with, what's that machine called? I don't remember. It was done with the grinding stones. So all we're doing now is doing a little bit of lapping on these exhaust valves. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it's already starting to sound pretty good. Now, I was originally under the impression that when you did this, you were looking for a constant vacuum, but I have since been informed that it is not a constant vacuum, it is just a vacuum in general. So there's our valve. Let's set this right here and get this cleaned out. So on the intake side, I can show you, I'll always do the center one because I don't want to have to change my little plate. I made a plate. This is for testing vacuum. Come over here to the intake side, throw this guy right here, and see, well, we got it on the right spot. There we go. Maybe. There. So now we got, what was that, 27? 27 inches of mercury on that center intake. So now we're trying to do the same on the other side. Give that just a tinky of oil. This little gun always, oh, there we go. Let's do that right there. Put that down inside there. Put ourselves back to vacuum and see what we get. I'm gonna have to give this a little tap. I don't know why the tap works. Okay, so we get a little bit. Let's take that back out. Make sure that's all cleaned off. Just a little bit on there. Don't want that. That's on the wrong side. My only regret is that when I took the head off this, I wish I would have done a compression test before I took the head off, so I could have some pre-swap numbers. That would have been really cool. But I got ahead of myself. I was excited to get the head off and see what we were working with. All right, that looks pretty damn good. I've seen people use like blue Sharpie or some Prussian blue to see how the valve is sitting. I just like my vacuum method. All right, let's see what we got. All right, well, that's up to 15. We get a little tappy tap. Almost. I mean, it's pulling a vacuum for sure. It's better than it was. Now, obviously, this is without a spring to keep constant pressure. I'd say that's probably going to be pretty good. So let's throw a spring on that one and see what we got. Move this guy over here. A whole stainless steel table. And our compound out of the way. And then this little flip-a-roo. There's our spring. Okay. Get our collets. I have some tweezers around here. Get our tweezers. Put you right there. Right there. Yeah, I don't like this one because of the way it compresses this thing. There we go. We'll slowly back that off. See, because it spins it, I don't like that. Because it doesn't always let those collets. I think that's the right word, right? Collet? Doesn't always let those collets get in there the way we want. Using spare springs to hold this guy in place. All right, so with that in the spot, let's see what we end up with. I mean, it holds a vacuum, but I don't know that I'm necessarily happy with that. You guys tell me, is it supposed to keep a constant vacuum? I don't know. I don't believe that it is, but like I said, on this side, with the springs in place, I mean, I get a constant 25. And I believe, here, let's, just for argument's sake, it's just one of those questions that I know the answer to, and I'm just, you know, trying to get out of doing it, but at the same time, like, I'm doing it, so I might as well do it, you know, tippy top. Let's see. This one, what are you gonna do? 25. How about you? I bet you're gonna be 25 as well. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. 25. So, what that tells me is I gotta stop being lazy and just do it the way I'm supposed to. So that means I gotta take that spring off. Well, you know what? I'll just leave that spring on there for now. So I'll do these other valves and get those where I want them. Now what I have seen people do is attach a, oh my goodness. Attach a rubber hose to the valve stem, and then use a drill to do this. Realized that whole time I wasn't recording any audio, so that's cool. But our valves are in. I mean, it's probably positive that I wasn't recording any audio because you hear me cussing this tool that I hate so much. All right, get our vacuum going. 25. Let's go on to the next. 25. And last one. $25. Beautiful. All right. So that is taken care of. So valves are back in. They're all pretty and where we want them to be and hold a nice vacuum. So what we're going to do now is let me get this area cleaned up and we will get to the manual and the cam and get this guy put back together. Oh, we need our torque wrench too. So manual, cleaned up, torque wrench, and that's it. Fresh battery for the Ryobi. All right, BRB.
Oh, hey, what's up, dudes? I know that I said BRB like I was gonna be right back, and if we're being honest, I intended to be right back, but this video kind of got away from me, so we're gonna do a part 2. You know, part 2, a sequel. Everyone loves sequels. But before we get out of here, and I catch you guys on the flippy flop, I'd like you to check out a word from our sponsor.
Hi folks, this is H here. I just wanted to say, if you're enjoying this content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps this channel out. That's H here, signing off.